Thank you for taking the time to be here today. I wanted to just show you why I chose this community and why I think you should too. When I started my journey with Beachbody, I was a stay-at-home mom to my still now 3 kids, and they were ages 5 and under. So I had a baby a year previous, and so my 2 youngest were still home with me pretty much full time. And somewhere along the way of being that stay-at-home mom, I had lost myself. I had always been a gym rat. I loved the gym. And somewhere along that way, I wasn't able to get to the gym anymore with 3 kids. And I really was in a low place. So I wasn't able to get my exercise in. And to tell you the truth, I was actually very thin, but an unhealthy thin. So I didn't have weight to lose, but I had lost my muscle mass. I wasn't eating right. I would just pick at like my kids' food. I wasn't eating 3 real meals each day. I had just really let myself go. And so physically, I was feeling at an all-time low. Mentally, as we all know, your physical affects your mental. So mentally, I was really at an all-time low. And I was irritable. I was tired. My self-esteem was low. It was really one of the lowest points I think I've ever been at emotionally and mentally in my life. And here I was finally being a mom to these 3 kids. Like, since I had my first, I always wanted to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. And I was doing that, but I wasn't filling my own cup. So I was doing everything for everyone, but completely neglecting myself. And one day I saw my hubby's P90X sitting on the shelf. He had bought it years before when the program first came out. I didn't even really know what it was. But I actually was cleaning and it just caught my eye. It was literally collecting dust. It was covered in dust. And I thought, you know what? Both of my boys were napping, and my oldest was at school. My daughter was at school. And I said, I'm going to throw this in and do one of these workouts. So I put the workout in and went through it, and it knocked me off my feet. It was like, I could not believe how hard I worked in my own house. My experience with working out was serious. I would spend 5 to 6 days a week at the gym, putting in 1 to 2 hours. After my second was born, I had been a personal trainer for a little bit, so I knew a lot about fitness, and I could not believe how hard I worked in my own house. I mean, literally, I don't think I ever put a workout in like that in my whole life. So it kind of sparked this little fire in me. And the next day when the boys were napping, I did it again. I popped the video in again. And I did that for a few days. And over that weekend, I said, you know what? I'm going to go find that book that my husband has somewhere. I'm going to dig it out, and I'm going to do this program. And so I did. I had no idea what a challenge group was. I didn't know that a coach existed. So Tony Horton was my coach, P90X. He was my trainer. He was my coach. He was my friend. And I just went all in and did the program and left it all there in my living room day after day after day. And, some days I felt awesome. Some days I would cry. Like, I changed. I transformed from the inside out. And when I was finished, I was in the best shape of my life from those 90 days working out in my house. I was in better shape than when I had been putting in, 1 to 2 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, doing cardio and weight training at the gym. So it blew me away. And I saw the word Beachbody all the time with P90X, but it didn't connect that Beachbody was actually the company. And so I kept doing P90X, and then I came across T25, and I didn't know that the two were connected as the same company, but I was like, okay, I'm in this at-home fitness thing, and I did T25. And when I bought T25 and I started to see that Beachbody name again, I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to get this. And then while I was doing T25, because I was talking about to everyone, T25 and P90X, I was connected with my now coach. And when I connected with her, I found out that this whole world existed with challenge groups and coaches. And so I got into the community, and that's really what's kept me going up to this point. So that all started 5 years ago. I've been a coach for 3 years now, and it's really our challenge group, our community, the support that we have with the program that makes it all click. So if you're here, you're at that point where you're looking for something. You've decided that it's time for a change. It's time to prioritize your health. And for me, it was to just be a better person, so that instead of just giving myself to my kids and my husband as far as cooking and cleaning and making sure all those things were done, but to give myself emotionally and mentally, to be the best version of myself emotionally and mentally as well as physically, so that I could be happy. At least in my house, my mood is kind of what sets the tone. Everyone's like always looking to the mom, see how she's doing. And it spreads through all of them. So when I'm good with me, they're good with themselves. When I'm happy, they're happy. When I'm in a positive state of mind, they're in a positive state of mind. So as you're looking for something, there's so much out there. There's cleanses and, 21 days to this and 3 days to that, and no carbs, high protein, low carb, gluten-free, paleo, how to eat to have great abs, count points, count your macros. There are so many options out there. It really can get very overwhelming trying to figure out what you should choose. And what I like about our option is that you get everything in one package deal. So you get a coach, you get your eating plan, you get your workout program, and it's exactly what workout to do each day. There's no thinking. You literally just press play and go for it. And you get up the next day and you check your fitness, your workout schedule, and you say, oh, workout number 2 is such and such, and you bring that one up and you put it on and you go again. You get the support of not only the coach, but you get the community. So you get put into a group of other people like you starting their journey, and you go through the journey together and you share recipes and support and tips, and you cheer each other on, and you just have this, you just feel like you're not alone, with that great support and accountability that comes with it. So here's how we used to do things. This is our old way, and this still exists. And there's nothing, this is a great package. And it's what I was just talking about. So you get your eating plan, which is our portion control system. You also get your first month of Shakeology, which I'll talk more about in a minute. And you pick a program. You can also have the option to do the Beachbody on demand, okay? But the old ways, you would pick your program and you get your coach, your Shakeology for the month, and your eating. And that would usually run around 160, 180, okay? And you would get one fitness program with that, which is still a really great deal. So you would get the 21-day fix, or PiYo, or 22-minute hardcore, or core de force, or size. Any of these programs, you would get the full program, fitness program with it, every workout you needed, the coach, you get put into the groups, you get the community, you get all of the nutrition, you get the Shakeology, so you get 30 meals. Shakeology is a meal. You get 30 meals with it, and it, Shakeology just fills in all of your nutrition gaps so that you have more energy, you're not having cravings. It really helps you to stick to the eating plan and get the best results for all of your efforts. So you get the nutrition, the support, and the fitness all in one order, one package deal delivered to your doorstep. And that is a great way to do things, okay? But what we have released, this new package that has been released, is truly amazing. So Beachbody On Demand has been around for a little bit, and there were a lot of programs on there. But on December 27th, we launched this new deal where you have access to every single Beachbody program that's ever been created. Every single one. It's $6,000. Actually, it's more than it's over $6,000 worth of fitness programs available to you with this package membership. It's a yearly membership. And so with the package, you have the all access pass to Beachbody On Demand. So every single program, you get the Shakeology, you get the eating plan, you get the coach, you get membership to not just one challenge group, but every challenge group that coach runs for the year while your membership is still good. And you also get this special customer, you're kind of a little preferred customer, where you're going to have 10% off of any future purchases. So say you decide that you need a pre-workout drink or a recovery drink, or you want to have one of our Shakeology boosts, like our energy boost to put in your shake in the morning for a night where your baby kept you up or your kids got you up a couple times, or you're not great at getting your greens in, so you want to buy a Shakeology Power Boost, the green boost, that you can throw into your shake. All of that you're going to get for 10% off with this membership. It's a one-time payment of $199. And then if you keep replenishing your Shakeology, that's an additional cost monthly, but that's up to you. For $199, you get all of these programs for the year. Plus, I almost forgot to mention, plus we are coming out with 3 new programs this year, and you will have access to all of those when they come out on your all access Beachbody On Demand pass. So everything we've ever made and the 3 programs that come out this year. Absolutely amazing. So it's kind of like the old way, all wrapped up into one package. If you break this down, guys, it's 55 cents a day. Absolutely amazing, amazing offer. It's blowing our minds. Absolutely changing how we do things, because now, instead of just picking a program that you are going to do for just 21 days or 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, you are committing to your coach, and we are committing to you for the entire year. So when you finish your program, we're going to say, okay, what is next? Let's pick your next program. Let's keep going with this journey. Let's keep this up. Okay, you're in a maintenance, you want to maintain and pull back a little bit. Let's do something fun and a little easier. Let's do country heat or sides. Okay, you want to build muscle. Let's look at our programs that are a little more intense, that are muscle building. Let's look at Body Beats. Let's think about Chalene Extreme. Okay, you want to work out, your hubby wants to do it with you now. Have you checked out Hammer and Chisel? Great couples program. So we have so many options based on what the results are that you want at that period of time and how you're feeling, like what you're seeing that your body needs at that time. So this is absolutely amazing. And instead of you having to pick a program and buy it, hoping that based on what your coach is telling you that it is what you're looking for, you can click through your Beachbody On Demand and check out a few workouts from the suggestions your coach has given you and pick a program based on actually seeing it, even trying it. I actually have done this already since getting my pass. I had a program that I had Chalene Extreme in mind and I wasn't sure if I'd like it. So I tried it for a week. I actually followed the first week in case I did like it. I had that 1 week already in. And of course I loved it. So I stuck with it, but I tried it out for the week. I took it for a test drive to see if it was what I was looking for at the time. So you have endless options. You're going to keep changing up your fitness. You're going to keep your body guessing. You're going to keep getting results. You're going to keep getting that motivation of a new program and a new challenge. And you're going to have your coach with you for that entire journey. Absolutely amazing. Beachbody On Demand is so easy to use, guys. You can use this anywhere. If you go on vacation, when it's nice weather, I love to work out outside. So I have like a nice big deck. I actually have done some things right on the lawn too, because if I'm jumping and stuff, I like to actually go on the lawn. Burpees. The lawn is a great place to do burpees. So you can take it outside. You can, if I'm like, you know, visiting my mom for the day or something, and it's getting late, I can be like, Mom, you know, I'm just gonna go do my 30-minute workout real quick. You can stream it from anywhere. So there's never an excuse, and that's kind of good too. It keeps you accountable. And it's so easy with having all of our programs, you know, so many of our programs that are 30-minute workouts or less. You always can find a way to fit that workout in and stay on track. So here's why this package works. You know, when you're thinking about what should you do to take control, you want those changes, you want the health, you want the fitness, you're at that point, enough is enough, you need something to work. And here's why it works. You get all of it, guys. You get the nutrition, you get the mentor, the coach, you get your fitness program. It's like you hired a personal trainer. You get your accountability, you get the community and the support, and you also get fun in there. We have a lot of fun in our groups. We get to know each other. And you get personal development. We work on your transformation from the inside out so that you're not just making these changes physically, you're making them on the inside. You're learning to love yourself. You know, you're choosing to love yourself at first, and by the end, you don't have to think about it. You just do love yourself by all of these things that you do for yourself each day. So here's some amazing transformations from our programs. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And you know, the inches lost and the pounds lost, it's moving, it's inspiring, it's motivating. But the transformation that happens on the inside, the one that you can't see, is what really moves me and will move you too when you're in the groups with others and you're there along the journey and you see people start to believe in themselves and love themselves and start talking about themselves in a good way, in a loving way. It's just, there's nothing like it. So our love it or leave it policy, guys, this is amazing. 30 days, you can use the program, use the Beachbody On Demand, drink every single drop of Shakeology that came in your package. And if you're not satisfied in 30 days, you can return it. You can return an empty bag of Shakeology within 30 days and get a full refund. So there's really no, there's no risk. There's no risk. This is something that you've heard about, you're leaning towards. It sounds like it could be for you, and you can actually try it without any risk of losing $199. If in 30 days you're not completely satisfied, you just return it and you find what actually works for you. So it's time. It's time for you to love yourself. And loving yourself is something you can actually do physically. When the way you eat, the way you move, the way you speak about yourself, and the way you act, these are all ways to love yourself. And this is what we're going to teach you and encourage you to do and do together in our groups. You're going to work on this with your coach, but you're also going to practice it in our groups with other people going through this same journey as you. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. Please speak to, let us know your questions so that we can answer them for you. And we are looking forward to getting your order out to you so that you can submit it and we can get you started with us on your journey in our next group.